Good morning, everybody, and welcome to WellSprings. We're just waiting on one of our musicians. For those of you I might not have met yet, my name is Teresa. My pronouns are she and her, and I want to welcome you here to WellSprings. If you're just walking in, you're looking around and seeing a whole lot of PJs, it's because today is a special abbreviated service where we are going to be having our usual service, but in a shorter format, and then from there, we're going to be kicking back and watching a movie, Muppet Christmas Carol. We've already got fans who know it well, and the reason everybody's getting together to watch it is because it's going to factor into our Christmas Eve service later this week. So, if you're going to be here for that, this is a great way to refamiliarize yourself with a classic. Please rise, whether in body or in spirit, and join us. If you know this song, do sing along with us.
Come down to the manger, see the little stranger, wrapped in swaddling clothes, a prince of peace. Wheels start turning, torches start burning. Behold, wise men journey from the east. How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. Shepherd on a hillside, where over my flock I bide. On a cold winter night, band of angels sing. In a dream I heard a voice say, fear not, come rejoice. It's the end of the beginning, praise the newborn King. How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. Saw with my own eyes, written up in the skies. Why such a silversman such as I? Then it came to pass, he was born at last. Like below the star that shines on high. How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. Carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. Be tonight. Be tonight. Be tonight.
Take a seat. Andy's going to lead our next song here.
upon a time in a far-off land, wise men saw a sign set out across the sand, songs of praise to sing. They traveled day and night, precious gifts to bring, guided by the light. They chased a brand new star, ever toward the west, across the mountains far. And when it came to rest, they scarce believed their eyes. They'd come so many miles, the miracle they prized was nothing but a child, nothing but a child could wash those tears away, guide a weary world into the light of day. Nothing but a child could help erase those miles, so once again we all can be children for a while. Now all around the world, in every little town, every day is heard a precious little sound. Every parent kind and every parent proud looks down and ought to find another chance allowed. And nothing but a child could wash those tears away and guide a weary world into the light of day. Nothing but a child could help erase those miles, so once again we all can be children for a while. So once again we all can be children for a while.
And now for something completely different. Please rise, whether in body or in spirit. If you're of this region and of a certain age, you probably know this one. I've been drafted to sing it. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. You better be good
good for goodness sake.
You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming today. One more time, all together now. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to.
Welcome to WellSprings. Well, you might have noticed it is a special service today. I am in my comfiest jeans imaginable. Both of those here at Bell Hall and to everyone joining us online, welcome. My name is Nick Sanchez. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I am WellSprings ministerial intern, and I am honored and blessed to lead our worship service today. Each week, when we gather, we light a chalice as a symbol of our shared spiritual heritage as Unitarian Universalists. It is not just a symbol of what is present, but also of the past, that divine spark, that inner light that shines at the heart of each of our lives. As we light this chalice, may we share our light with each other and with the world. Just to know anyone of age may sign up in advance to be our chalice lighter. Just use the link at the bottom of the WellSprings weekly newsletter. Today we've asked Mike to come up and light our chalice, and after he's done so, we'll say the words on the screen together. And together we say, we light this chalice to celebrate the path lit before us, the warmth of kindness that shines from within us, and the radiance of wisdom that is shared between us and never goes out. Good morning. Our mission here at WellSprings is to be a community charged full with the charge of the soul. And I'll admit, I had a hard time thinking of what's charging me up this week. It is the holidays, and there are a lot of holidays we're celebrating this week. There's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yule. It was just the solstice on Friday. We're about to get into a new year. And yet, I found myself a little overwhelmed, a little too busy, and I wasn't enjoying the holidays the way that I usually do. The carols and the bright lights and the festive colors. And I realized the thing that's charging me full is grace. Not the thing that some of our relatives will make us say before dinner at this time of year, but that concept of making space and giving room to someone. And grace is a thing like love and esteem that I will give and offer to others in spades, and I have a very hard time affording myself any. And this week, as I'm putting pressure on myself to prepare services and wrap gifts and make it to holiday parties and remember to call relatives and friends and make all these connections, again, I found myself a little overwhelmed. I wasn't giving myself any grace to take a breath, to stop, to maybe forget something, to be late. And of course, the person who reminded me to give myself grace, the person who gave me the most grace, was my wee daughter, Willow, about 1.5 years old, can't barely say 4 words. I saw her dancing to nothing in particular. I think it was a commercial that had come on TV actually with a jingle on it, and she's doing her little dance side by side, and I realized she's looking at me right in the eye from across the room, and she says, "Dada," which of course just melts my heart, and I realize this girl does not care if I get all the decorations up. She does not care how many presents are under the Christmas tree or how big they are or even what they are. She's just happy to spend a moment dancing with her dad. So I took a moment and I danced in my living room, quite awkwardly, with my daughter. And in that moment, I just felt this immense grace that she has no idea what she's offering me, but it was there. And I realized it's everywhere. And I was just not opening myself up to that. I didn't need to constantly be explaining to friends and relatives that I'm sorry I'm not going to make it to your holiday party. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to send out Christmas cards this year. I'm sorry this is late. I'm sorry. And I just need to explain. And I realized nobody's asking me to explain myself. Nobody needed me to explain myself, to say I'm sorry. Folks, we're just happy for us to show up in whatever way that we could, because we're all living in the same world. And it's tough, so we get it. And so this holiday season, if you find yourself a little overwhelmed, a little busy, and you have that urge to say, I'm sorry, and I need to explain this, please understand, you do not. Everyone here gives you the grace. I give you the grace. The world out there gives you the grace you need. You are loved. We're happy that you're here. Just take a moment to take a deep breath and enjoy this season for what it is. Season of love. That's what's charging me full this morning. This morning, I'd especially like to welcome any newcomers. If this is your first or your second time with us, we are so glad that you are here. You can see any of our belonging team members to help you get connected, to find out where the bathrooms are, or just to have a friend to sit with. Do we have any belonging team members in the house tonight? Go ahead and give your hand a wave. Find any of these lovely people. You can come see myself, any member of our staff. We'll be glad to help direct you and connect you with the wider WellSprings world. I hope you'll fill out a connection card so you can learn more about us and start to introduce yourself too. If you're watching from home, there's a link to the online connection card in the description below the video. And if you're here in Bell Hall, you can find a connection card on your phone by scanning the QR code that appears on the screen during the announcements. That'll happen in just a moment. And if anyone here would like to interact with our folks who are joining us online this morning, there is a live chat available on our YouTube channel. To access it, you will need a YouTube or a Google account. Just sign in, click the live chat button, and say hello. Finally, you can always find more information about today's service as well as upcoming events and news by scanning the QR code available on the welcome table just by the front doors as you walk into Bell Hall. That same QR code will appear on the screen during the announcements. And before we get to the announcements, I just want to reiterate, if you walked in late and you didn't hear Teresa's message, this is a slightly different service than usual. If this is your first or second time here, I don't usually dress like this. We don't usually have as many pajamas in the building, although you're always welcome to wear whatever you like here. This is a special abbreviated service. We do have our Christmas Eve service this week on Tuesday, Christmas Eve at 4:30 in the same place. You can also find us online. And this service is our special Winter Wonderland service, WellSprings Wonderland service. So when we're concluding here, we'll be playing a movie. Unfortunately, online folks, that means that we will have to stop our streaming service, but I will explain where you can find the movie online. Disney is awfully litigious and has a lot of copyrights, so unfortunately, we won't be streaming them up at Christmas Carol. But now for our announcements for this week, and for the QR code that I promised, I'll turn it over to our Membership and Communications Coordinator, Beth Trandle.
Good morning, WellSprings. My name is Beth Trandle, and I'm here with your announcements for today. Over here, you'll find a QR code that you can scan at any point during these announcements for more information. We'll be hosting our first Bring a Friend Sunday on January 5th. We'll be introducing our new message series, Expect 2025, and our message that day will be geared towards new visitors. Our belonging team will be on hand to help make everyone, new and old, feel welcome. We hope you'll be able to join us. Our January 5th service is also an all-ages service, which means we are looking for volunteers to help out with all the different aspects that go into our service. You can sign up at the link below to be a part of this service. And finally, a reminder that our staff office will be closed from December 25th through December 31st. At this time, our staff will not be responding to emails or phone calls, but we'll get back to you once they're back in the office. We appreciate your understanding so that our staff can have time with their families as well. That's all for today. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Beth. At WellSprings, the foundation of all that we do is rooted in the power of connection, of making space in our hearts and our lives for each other. So this is the space in our service where we honor that connection by greeting one another. We recognize our community's presence well beyond these walls, so feel free to take a moment now to connect and share a greeting in the live chat on YouTube, or maybe say hello in WellSprings Oasis, our private group on Facebook. For those here in Bell Hall, just a reminder to please ask before hugging or approaching closely, and if you prefer to keep your distance from others for any reason, just stay seated, and that will be our cue to give you a friendly wave from afar. With gratitude for all the ways we might connect, please greet one another. Take about 45 seconds, 1 minute right now, and you'll hear me probably shouting from the stage when we try to get you back. Now. Warm greetings. For those here in Bell Hall, we invite you to continue your conversations after coffee hour. There will be small space between this message and when we start the movie for you to grab some snacks and some coffee and hot chocolate, get nice and cozy, find a space up by the blue rug or just settle into your chair. There we go. But now that we've had a chance to share energy between us, I invite you now into our time of generosity. This is an opportunity to express our gratitude for and our commitment to the ways that the spiritual community has an impact on all of our lives. We sustain WellSprings now and into the future through our contributions. If you'd like, you can use your phone to give from anywhere. You just text the WSprings to 73256. That spells realm on an alphanumeric keypad. It's also easy and convenient to automate your giving on Realm. Our belonging team will be bringing Santa hats around for those who wish to donate by hand, and you can also drop a check or a cash donation into the wooden box near the front doors on the welcome table. Thank you all for the ways your gifts support WellSprings. Our offering will now be gratefully received. Having shared energy between us and giving beyond us, let us take some time now to reground into the deep and soulful energy that's within. We do this by doing what is most simple and elemental in our lives. We take a breath, inhaling and exhaling without rush or hurry, breathing in and breathing out. There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to be. Let us cultivate peace and presence and experience our presence together. As we prepare for this time of mindful silence, we follow these words from Thich Nhat Hanh. If we want to enter heaven on earth, we need only one conscious step and one conscious breath. Wherever it is that we are, whatever it is that we are doing, however it is that we are feeling, let us remember that peace and presence are always as close to us as is our own breath. May this be so for us this moment. May this be so for us this day. And may it be so for us in all the days to come. Now, ordinarily, we would dismiss the children to youth spirit and then have the band come back up and play another song. But today is something special. Today is WellSprings Wonderland. So in a moment, we will be having a special viewing of the movie that our Christmas Eve service is going to be based on, The Muppet Christmas Carol. It's a special favorite of mine, so I'm very excited. I'm going to invite you to get comfortable, grab a snack, a drink. We have some coffee, a hot chocolate bar, all set up on the side of the room there. Unfortunately, we will have to stop our streaming service for our online community for copyright reasons. But if you are at home, The Muppet Christmas Carol is available to stream on Disney Plus. It's available to buy or rent through Amazon, YouTube, Microsoft Movies, Apple TV, Google Play, or Fandango at home. I didn't know about half of those before I went to go look this up. I'm sure there are actually many more streaming services where you can find it. If you're not familiar with the Muppets, or the Muppet Christmas Carol in particular, this is a classic adaptation of the Dickens holiday tale. We have Kermit the Frog playing Bob Cratchit, the put-upon clerk of Ebenezer Scrooge, who is marvelously played by Michael Caine. The one fact that I am sure that I know about this movie is that Michael Caine had said that he played this role as seriously as he did because he treats every single Muppet in this movie like they are a serious actor, and it just comes across beautifully. There are other Muppets, of course, Miss Piggy, Gonzo, Fozzie Bear, Sam the Eagle. Almost the whole Muppet cast shows up. They weave in and out of the story while Scrooge receives his visit from the three ghosts of Christmas, past, present, and future. They show him the error of his self-serving ways, and of course, the miserable old man seems beyond any hope of redemption, but we watch his journey throughout the movie. We'll begin in just a moment, so take some time to grab your treats, get comfortable. To everyone, I wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a festive Yule, a joyous Kwanzaa, a cheerful Boxing Day. What else am I missing? Oh, a smileful solstice, and happy holidays to all. Thank you for being here with us. We'll begin in just a moment.